The PRS Santana SE, original to modern. The Santana SE has actually gone through several different stages in its development, and I'm going to go through those today. Folks, so I've taken the guitars outside so you can get a really clear view of the color, because yes, in the dark house and the yellow light, sometimes they look black, but as you can see here, they're not black at all. And the see-through blue on the left one's quite gorgeous, and that whale blue flame really comes through in the light. And here's a view of the back so you can also get an idea of really how blue that is next to a true black. Now I take one more minute to show you that the back of the original one, the blue extends all the way up the neck into the headstock, and the black is all black on the newer version. Original production of the Santana SE was in 2001, and as soon as I saw a musician's friend, I ordered it right away. It was $600. On the back, this one, in the model number, it says B for 2001, and when I looked it up, there is some A's in 2000, but I guess those were just prototypes because it did go for sale in 2001. What's interesting about this guitar is that the body shape is like the rest of the PRS line and not like the signature to Santana. The colors available were see-through blue, see-through red, and black. I can't remember whether the black was see-through or not. It was made in Korea with a mahogany body, no cap, it's a standard, and it has a mahogany neck, rosewood fingerboard, wide fat neck with inlays. These pearloid inlays are all diagonals. The radius is 10 inches. The scale is 25 inches. It has 22 frets. It has covered pickups, speed knobs, and a single 3-way toggle for the pickup selector. Now, I don't know if I just got a quirky guitar or if this was actual in the run, but when the toggle is in the middle position, it's out of phase. And I think it's really cool, and I use it quite a bit. It also drops the volume a little bit, so it's really fun to use for rhythm parts. The bridge was offered with a tremolo or fix, and of course, as you see, I opted for the whammy bar. Now, a couple years later, and the numbers that I found, at least for the next set of colors, is 2003 to 2007, though I don't know when they really switched to the next one after that. But the second set of colors were aqua metallic, pearl white, royal blue, silver, tobacco sunburst, and vintage cherry. A lot more options. They also included a pick guard and a bound fretboard. But PRS called it the same thing. They just called it the Santana SE. They didn't put any numbers or anything on any of the models. So it's just something we're talking about today. This guitar I bought used from Victor Litt's Music in Gaithersburg. I think it's sometime in 2017. And I traded in several things for it, so I didn't spend any money on it, but I think it was just a little over $500. And I think they were going for around $700 new around that time. But this version, on the back it says M for the serial number, so it is a 2012. So this third version is also made in Korea. It has a mahogany body, but now we have a maple veneer with the flame in it. And the back is black, like a higher level Santana. So it's back all the way up, and on the front, the headstock is still black. And of course, what's really significant about this guitar is that they changed the body shape to Santana's signature body shape, which is very similar to a Gibson Les Paul double cut Special or Junior. Also have the addition of this ivory colored binding all the way around it. We still have a mahogany net with a rosewood fingerboard, a wide fat neck, And now our perlite inlays have turned into burrs. So that's one of the changes. The radius is 10 inches and the scale has now changed to 24.5, which matches the higher level Santana in the professional collector line. But we still have only 22 frets, which is different than the higher level Santana that has 24. The pickups have now changed to open zebra coils, and they say that they're called S pickups already at this point, and they are definitely hotter than the original pickups are. We still have the speed knobs, and we still have a single pickup selector, but this unit does not go out of phase. It's in phase when you're in the middle position. Another small difference between the two guitars is the whammy bar itself. This is the original one, has just a little bit of a curve, and the newer one has a bigger kink. This is probably better for people with larger hands. I personally prefer the lighter one, the smaller one. It's easier for me to reach, but you know, I don't go to the trouble to switch them out. I just leave it on the guitar and make do. Now in the 2010s, PRS also offered a single cut trim version guitar, and it came in gold, and I saw it in some other color, but I can't remember what, for a period of time. But it was actually sort of like an off-take on a Les Paul being a single cut and not being like a double cut. But they just continued to call it Santana SE because they hadn't just made the jump yet to just having an SE line with different models, which happened soon after. In 2014, the majority of the SE line moved to Indonesia, but not the Santana SEs. They stayed in South Korea. So the best date that I can find for the newest, most modern version of the PRS Santana SE is around Christmas 2016. It may have been a little before, but that's when suddenly there are a lot of articles and reviews that come out about the new model and how PRS has updated their Santana SE line. So, how does the most modern Santana SE compare to the one that I have here from 2012? The newest one seems to be only in yellow. That's it. That's all they're offering. Now, I myself am not a big fan of yellow for guitars, even though I love the Santanas. So, you know, it's nice that I was able to find something before they've gone to strictly yellow. That's not to say that PRS won't in the future offer other colors, but then sticking with yellow for quite a few years now. The change I would say is that the veneer is better. It's just a higher level quality flame. The colors, it is more dynamic. And of course in the back, because with the yellow, and even originally with the yellow, they left it more unstained, so you're seeing more of the natural wood than the black. It's just what combinations they use with the colors when they decide what they're going to do with the backs of these things. Of course, there's another change of the logo, and I'll show you these logo differences as well soon. But the biggest difference is it is 24 frets to match the original Santana high-level Pro guitar. And the guitar right now, if you buy the yellow one that's on sale, they're going for $830. I'm going to show you the difference. So this is the logo from the original 2001, and this is the logo from the 2012 one that I have. And this is what the latest logo looks like. When I bought this guitar in 2001, I switched from my Yamaha Pacifica to this guitar being my main teaching guitar, and it's been through quite everything. I have lots of little scratches and stuff. You can see that there's a bunch of things here in the corner from just putting it down. And in fact, as I was trying to clean it up a little, this broke off and I had to glue it back. But overall, it's considering how hard I've used it, it's still in great shape. There's a couple dings here, there's a little divot here, which actually my thumb kind of likes. It still plays amazing. It still sounds great, and when I pick it up and play it, it still just feels like an old friend, and my hand just settles in. And this newer guitar is much closer to my pro level Santana, which is the first PRS that I ever bought, and I play gingerly, and I will do another video about in the future. Because it has the same scale at 24.5, it does have a similar feel, though that guitar has a heftier neck on it. And so this one's actually easier to play. It has just a little bit more eye candy on it with the birds and the flame. But again, it sounds great. The little bit harder pickers are really great for rock, so I do tend to pick this one up more for doing rock stuff than for doing jazz. But you know, it's again another really fun guitar, and I use it a lot for teaching and for looping and for all sorts of things because it's sitting out in the studio. Okay, and so now I'm going to go and set up so I can give you some tones and play some things for you. Okay, so today I am plugged into my large pedal board, and then we're going into the Blues Cube by Roland Boss Drive Special. And I can't rave enough about these Diodario cables with the kill switch in them. So I have the long cable in here, it's like 20 feet, and then I have a short one in the other room. Really nice. Makes it easy to just plug in and out and change guitars without having, you know, live wires. And ta-da, now I have sound, and now no sound. It's really great. Also, we'll be using my favorite Pickboy pick that I talked about before. Okay, so first we're just doing straight amp tone, no pedals, and I am doing the neck pickup here. All right. Is that this guitar is a lot louder and has just a little bit more gain on it than the other guitar does. Still on the neck pick, but I'm going to do a little jazz thing with my fingers. Okay, now I'm going to have rolled down the tone knob to 5, and I'm going to play the same thing again. And that cleans it up really nice. So now I'm going to show you the middle position, but first, in order for you to hear it, I'm going to have to play sort of everything so that you can hear it. Yeah, see, here's a difference. It drops both in volume and gives you that wah sort of sound, out of phasey sound. All right, so a little bit. Or that's a fun sound. Okay, and so going through sort of the sounds here, so we have the neck, middle, treble, middle. See, it's more what you usually expect. Neck, middle, bridge, back to middle. It's more what you're expecting, a little bit of both pickups. Pickup, but we're still just going straight in the amp. All that has is just a little bit of reverb, a little spring reverb set on the amp. That's it, nothing else, not even delay. All right? So. something, one of my other guitars that aren't quite as loud. So I just usually just turn the volume down a little bit, and that cleans it up a little bit. So I usually just deal with that instead of always changing all the pedals. Sometimes just lowering either your volume or your tone can give you the sounds you want without having to always go to the pedal board. Okay, so we're on the bridge pickup, and one of my favorite lead tones is the boosted clon, the clean boost, maybe just a little dirty, going into the tube screamer. So that's what I'm going to play. So I'm still doing the clean, slightly dirty Tumnus into the tube screamer, and with the volume all the way up, it's pretty loud. So even at 7, you can still hear there's more gain in this guitar. Okay, so now I've switched the clean Tumnus for the overdrive Tumnus, and still going into the tube screamer. Same thing here, the overdrive Tumnus into the tube screamer, and yeah, I've got it set to 7 because it was feeding back at 10. So now I'm going to do some rock rhythm on the Plexidrive, and then hit the cleaner boosted Tumnus for some lead tone. So, if you're looking to buy a PRS SE, why would you choose the Santana SE model over some of the other guitars in the SE line? Well, if you're looking for a shorter scale, this 24.5-inch scale is really easy to bend, and it's just a dream to play on. So I really recommend that. It also has the double cutaway, which is nice. It gives you a lot more access, and it has a little bit more gain on tap already in the guitar, so very easy to dial that up when you want some more sound. It's loud, it's already there, and it's just easy also to dial it back to clean it up and get some cleaner sounds. So you have quite a range on the guitar, and if you're going to be playing more of style that needs the gain, then it's a good choice for that. And of course, it's just drop dead gorgeous. Thank you very much for watching my history and demo of the PRS Santana SE. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. And thank you again for watching. Please check out some of my other videos on the channel. Happy playing. Take care.